Howdy folks, welcome back to Rome 2 Divide et Impera, the show where everything's made up and the points don't matter. I say that because it's been like 2 weeks since I have played. I'm gonna need a minute to familiarize myself with what the fuck is going on. Hopefully all the audio levels are fine. I just got finished with my move to a new apartment in the same city I live in, like a couple weeks ago. I'm just now getting back into the hobby. So hopefully everything is balanced okay. I see the cat has joined me. Hello, cat. Ooh. How you doing, darling? You want to say anything? Anything? Come on, don't make me sound insane. Say something. No? Okay. Oh, fine. I tried. Get off. Go do something. Cat related. Okay. Let's sort of review things as they come. Alright, first off, financially, looks like we have a good amount of treasury. 15 grand is decent. That can front us, you know, a good like 10-man army, or maybe 5 or 6 mercenaries if we have to in an emergency. So that's good. We can build buildings with that infrastructure. 1,000 dinars coming in per turn is really bad. Is quite bad. But that is most likely due to the 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2 to 3,000, you know, 2 something thousand-ish going into this army per turn, of course. And of course this one's using like 3 to 4 grand, if not more. Military situation, well, we've only got our 2 armies. This one's a little depleted. I don't like how my first infantry line looks. They look pretty damn hurt. To the point where these are likely going to be reserve infantry next time I use them. I'm going to have to use my Principes as my frontline troops, which is unfortunate. They're going to get hurt. We're going to lose a lot of men over time. This reinforcing army I'm sending down to Sicily is good. This is really good news. That'll help our campaign massively. As far as our enemy military in the area, we have Panormos, which I believe we're still at war with, correct? No, we made a temporary peace treaty with Panormos.
Greetings.
Yep, 2 turns ago. Because it's 10 turns until we can declare war on them without being considered untrustworthy by the world, and it looks like I did that so I could handle this Carthaginian problem. Their massive naval superiority. You can see their fleets here. 5 fleets. 11 units. 22. Yep. 41. 52. 54. They have 54 ships in their fleet. I don't have a fleet. Carthage, this is accurate, actually, when I think about this, like, historically speaking. Rome was getting its ass beat for the first stages of the wars with Carthage because Carthage had a great fleet. They really had the funds, and they had the naval experience, the marines that they could actually use. Rome adapted to Carthage's fleets by finding a way to make their experience on land as heavy infantry, you know, land troops, to make that work navally. They put the, I forget what it was called. Someone may remind me in the comments if you know what this was called, but they basically put a big-ass lopsided wooden bridge on the sides of their, triremes. Or triremes, triremes, I don't know how those are pronounced, whatever. Anyway, and basically they would pull up, instead of ramming the enemy ship, they would pull up alongside the ship, crash this fucking bridge into the side of their ship. It'd have like spikes and stuff to keep it on the ship, make it hard for them to knock it off, and then they just charge a bunch of land troops over the side and kill everyone on board. Just a bunch of boarding actions. It's not like boarding never happened in naval battles, but I don't think it was used to that extent. So basically they're just like, well, we're better at swordplay. Might as well use our fucking swordplay on the boats too. It made their boats like not good though, like for seafaring. adventures since the fucking bridges were lopsided as fuck. But yeah, we don't even have a fleet, so. And also that whole, like, our troops being, like, you know, supposedly better land troops, it doesn't really carry over. Even in Divide et Impera, I don't think I don't know, maybe our Marines that are on our ships will be better than their Marines that are on their ships. I don't think it's represented. I think they're balanced, just, like, straight up, but I could be wrong. Let me pull up my clock for this video. I forgot to set the timer. I've probably been yabbering for about 5 to 10 minutes. There we go. Okay, so obviously our first priority is going to be to take Panoramos back. It shouldn't be a problem. It's just going to be these 11 ships, which are going to have, you know, half-sized infantry units. Plus whatever garrison they have, which, as you can see, it's really depleted. And it's just peasants anyway, so whatever. I think I'm going to keep Gaius sitting next to Akragas, because even though we're technically at peace with Panormos, they may decide to just betray that. It depends on the type of AI they have. They're aggressive and reliable, so they're reliable, which means they're not likely to just betray the peace treaty we made, but at the same time, they hate us. So, you know, it's all a balance. So at some point, we're gonna need a navy, and I don't see how we can possibly get the funds to have a reliable navy unless we have the whole island of Sicily to ourselves. Northern Italy is fairly stable as far as diplomacy goes. Liguria still hates us, and we may be dragged into another war with Liguria at some point. I mean, they're considered more or less reliable, so, and we have trade treaties with them, so they probably won't betray us. The Veneti too. We're on about as good terms as you might expect. Like, so we're sort of secure-ish in Italy proper. What I really don't like are these series of islands they have over here in Caralis and Elelia. It's a major threat to me, because they can just, like, here they have 11 ships, and they could make an army here and just toss them over to Rome and just take Rome from me. Rome is very well defended with their garrison-ish, but I don't know. We should see it if they start creating an army over here, but man, it just makes me nervous. And these islands are hard to take, just due to how isolated they are. You have to get a ship there, which means you need you need a fleet, and to protect them in transit, you need to put your your army on that fleet, and then you need transport ships, or not transport ships, supply ships to feed the soldiers while they're en route, or they'll start starving and dying on you. It's just a bitch. Plus, I bet they have good garrisons. Yeah, they have great garrisons. 16, 17 troops. Ugh. I don't think there's anything for me to do this turn. It looks like I kind of took care of almost everything before I closed off the last video.
For the sake of friendship that has been and friendship to come.
Why don't you want...
Greetings. Now, let us seek wisdom together.
You want trade? Not for 4,500.
We will gladly listen to your
Nice. Nice, nice, nice.
sense that my gods smile on us
Cool.
and our agreement. This is an honor.
I will listen carefully to
Just
your
curious. Yeah, I didn't think so. Did not think so. Okay, let's just end the turn. See what happens. And next turn, we should be able to take Panormos back. These last few videos, we've sort of just been playing, like, Sicilian musical chairs. I took Syracuse. I left Syracuse undefended to go take another settlement from, the same faction. And then I lost Syracuse. And then I took Panormos. Or, I took Akragas, I think. God damn it. What was it I took? This one, Panormos. Then I left Panormos to take Akragas. And then Carthage is like, no, I want Panormus back. I'm taking Panormus. And now we're going to take Panormus back again. But like you can see, it's a full military campaign. And in military campaigns, you lose and you gain settlements. It just happens. It goes back and forth. Look at the conflict of the mercenary war that Carthage had between itself and the mercenaries they had hired for the Second Punic War. I think it was after the Second Punic War. It might have been after the First Punic War. But anyway, the mercenaries came home. Carthage had been charged for losing the war. They had agreed to pay a number of gold talents to Rome as an agreement for a peace treaty. And because of that, Carthage could not pay its mercenaries. And as a result, the mercenaries were like, well, we are an army. Pay us or we will kill you. Fuck you. Great. Okay, I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, I know. Okay. So many notifications. Anyway, but yeah, during that campaign, I believe, like, you know, they started out, God, I don't know, they started out taking a small town, like, south of Carthage, I believe, and then they came back to Carthage and besieged it, and they besieged some cities around Carthage, and, you know, they went back and forth, and, you know, they temporarily took little cities. They never actually got Carthage itself, but, like, they took some cities, they lost some cities. If you want to read a fictionalized version of that event, of that war, look up Gustave Flaubert's Salammbô. And you need a translation of it. It's in French, but there are some really good translations of it. Yeah, he's most famous for writing Madame Bovary. Or Bovary, whatever. It's very dense, very flowery writing, but it gives you this, like, fantastical description of what it might have looked like, and, like, these really cool descriptions of the soldiers and how the armies look and all kinds of stuff. I really recommend it. It's one of my favorite novels. Minus additional land recruitment cost, I think. I'll probably come back to Rome to recruit many troops. Okay. Okay. Yeah, let's just send Quintus here to deal with this. I'm really waiting to get a new what? Uh-oh. I've got a compatibility problem. Unless this is how it's supposed to look. I don't think this is right. Wait, what? The fuck? Holy shit, there have been updates. There's a family tree now? How the fuck did they get this in Rome 2? Rome 2 does not have family trees. What? Oh, that's fucking dope. Whoa, they have a bunch of intrigues. What is this? Relations, leisure time, send emissary, organize games, send diplomats, embezzle funds, entice people, political marriages, gather support, spread rumors, assassinate, send gift, do a favor, flirt, praise, insult, so you can, like, do things to other politicians. Seek spouse. Fuck yeah. This is fucking awesome. Shit. Fucking divide et impera. God damn. Man, they're pulling out all the fucking stops. I love it. Okay, so this Nobile is this is our faction. This is our family, and this is all the other families. Okay. I didn't expect this. I do not know how to respond. Okay, so I have all these intrigues with her. I can have her seek a spouse. Miss Quintia? How the fuck? Quintia? I'm gonna call you Kinsey. Okay. She's already, like, the highest level that a woman can reach in her career. This is so cool! Find her a suitable husband. Does that mean that I can use her to like adopt a family member essentially? Like get a new family member, a new male in my party? Oh, please tell me it's so. It's a household? Seek a spouse. Oh, it just happened. Okay. Target is Furious Gellius Varus. Marriage arranged, but it hasn't happened yet, I think. No, there he is. Sharp-tongued husband. 6+ loyalty from the nobiles, which is less authority. Interesting. You have a wife already, right? Yeah, you do. Wow, they see, like, fucking Davida et Impera, man. Like, look at them. They're just making your characters actually matter and do things. God, I love it. Oh, it's so good. Yeah, this gave us a new male family member. Yes! That means that I can probably replace Quintus finally.
Ready for battle.
As much as Quintus is a decent general, he is part of the Patrician family, and because I'm giving him, I mean, you can see here, because he's winning battles and actually active in the field, he is gaining more influence for his party here. 24% influence for the Patrician family. Remember, I picked the Patrician family, I believe. I let them continue leading because they had the least influence. Now they have the most influence, aside from me. See that? They're getting more powerful. And if I check here, I don't know the coding of how this works out. But yeah, look, they own southern Italy. So if I piss off that party enough, they will rebel, and they will just suddenly own southern Italy. And I'll have to go kill southern Italy. Rather not. Those are kind of important settlements. So yeah, I can replace Quintus. Okay. I think I can. He may just be like a politician like Kinsey is. Let me see if I can actually raise him. He would show up as a possibility here. The nobiles. No. I can raise a brand new guy and I'd lose senator support. So he's not in here. So he's just he's like Kinsey because he's, I guess, the husband of a female political leader. He can't really be anything but a politician, but that's still useful. I can have him send gifts. I can have him organize games to raise public order. I can have him be a diplomat to other factions. I can do all kinds of cool shit with him. Let's see if there's any like helpful things here that we can use without having him like be a general. Most of these are for generals, like this. Extra influence per turn for the ruling party. That looks like it's going to be the helpful thing that we can have him do. Yep. Extra influence for the ruling party. Boop. That's helpful. Awesome. And again, if I haven't explained it in a while or whatever, this is why you want to influence. Because it gives you, the more influence you have, the more fancy shit you get. Extra public order per turn for all of my provinces. There's a kind of high risk of a civil war. Why? What's going on? Who hates me? Oh, the plebs hate me. Why? Each Greek's factions that I have established diplomacy with. I see a breakdown. Populist. I see. So what's going on with that? Every level of tax is above average. Oh, I'm taxing my people, like, all the way, aren't I? Sorry. See, there are checks and balances. You can't just tax people forever. Now we're at a 0 chance of civil war. Now, if that happened, if they succeeded for my faction, they wouldn't own any settlements, I think. Yeah. This is the plebeian party. Plebs. I guess what that means is they might just like spawn an army here under maybe Lucius. I don't know. I really don't know what would happen. I've never had a civil war from like the pleb party that doesn't have any like settlements under their influence. Huh. Anyone else I need to take care of to make sure they don't get super pissed? The Equites are kind of upset. Pacifists? You picked the wrong fucking game, Equites. And they hate Greeks. A lot of my factions hate Greeks, huh? see. Okay. This is a party trait? No, this is the leader trait. So once this guy dies, they won't hate Greeks anymore, so I don't need to worry about that. Okay. Alright, enough yabbering. Let's actually do something, shall we? Sorry, I'm just fucking... I'm chuffed. That's awesome. I didn't know. I'm mainly so pleased because I didn't even know they were still developing that. Oh, wow. Look, they got the entire garrison up in one turn. Okay, hang on. Break the siege. Spy. Oh, wait, what? What? I can't poison people anymore?
How can I be of
Am I sure something's, like, not broken? I cannot poison people anymore.
my skills are yours.
The fuck is the point of having a spy?
I will take them.
What can these guys do? Things have changed. I can bribe a unit from to disband. Ooh, that's actually useful. What can my champions do? Do you guys attack the settlement? I can raid. Ah, so now my champions do what the spies used to do, based on their cunning, which is not a standard trait for a veteran, so I'd have to build them this way. Look at Davida, they're just flipping the game upside down every time, and that's not a bad thing. That's not like a bad decision to make. That gives me a reason to not just have my veterans sitting in my armies forever. Though I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to do with the spy. I guess the main use of a spy is now to stop an army from moving. It's not bad. Okay, so I guess I'll have my veteran try to raid this. He's probably gonna fail. He's not good at it because he's not built to do it. Okay, so he failed, but it didn't cost me anything. What? No. I am, with that being the case, with this being the case that that they have their full garrison for the magic reasons, I'll go ahead and use my main army, and we'll have them supported by Quintus. If I do a night attack, I still have to fight the fleet, right? Yeah, I do, because they're garrisoned here. Okay, I spent like 20 minutes just talking, so I'll go ahead and close this video off and see you on the next one for the battle.